Hi everyone, this is Shirley from Shirley's World, and I just thought I would talk with you a while I'm measuring things. I photographed some of my big haul from yesterday, last evening, but I was just too tired to start listing, or start measuring. So I have a few things here I'm going to measure out, and I'll have enough to list for today. So let's get started. I have one thing going out. Yesterday was was a really good day. I sold over $100, well over $100. I always like the $100 days. I have one thing going out I just took to the bin, and this one is waiting to get paid for, a pair of jeans. So I hope today's a good sales day too. So this is this Eileen Fisher sweater I'm going to measure. I write my notes down on the little sticky pad. Eileen Fisher. And this is the one that was organic linen. That's important. It's a pullover, and it's long sleeve. I believe this had like a drop shoulder. I put that on there. Drop shoulder. And it is a size extra large, women's. It's a rust color. I measure chest, sleeves, and length. So 25 chest. Now the sleeves, if they're raglan sleeves or if they're, I'll show you. If they're raglan sleeves or a drop shoulder, I measure from where the shoulder point would come, which is about there. I mean, these aren't perfect measurements when you measure, but they are approximate, and that's what it says on my listing. Measurements are approximate. So from where the point of the shoulder would be to the end of the cuff. So this would be 22 inches. In the length, I always measure the back. From the top of the neck to the bottom. Just make sure, don't stretch it, just make sure it lays there. It's 23 inches. That's it. It's folded up nice. Fold it as neat without wrinkles as I can, because it may live in this bag for a while before it's sold. Hopefully not, but sometimes it does. And I try to make it sort of the shape of the bag. So you have a nice, and this goes in my regular size bags, which are 11 by 14 is the bag I use the most. Sometimes I use a smaller bag, which I'll show you. Put this in here. I'll flatten it all out nice. And then I put one of my postcards in there. there it is. I decide what bin has enough room, and I put the number of the bin. It'll be W something. And I saw some room. Let's see. I took a couple things out of WQ, so I'll put this in WQ. And now weigh it, which I put the mailing bag that it would go in, and this stands for the label that would be pasted on the top. So I measure it, comes out to 14.7, which has to be 15. So 15 ounces. And then when I list it, I decide on the shipping price, because I charge for shipping, and if it's a really lightweight, I charge $4. If it's heavier, I can charge up to $6 if it's near 16 pounds. So it changes a little bit with the, I haven't been brave enough to go to free shipping. Sometimes if things are 2 and 3 ounces, I do free shipping. Like ties are all free shipping. And what else is free shipping? Some really, really light things. Usually if I sell a cap, you know, baseball cap, that's free shipping. There's some other things too, but, and this goes in a basket that's right here, ready to be listed. So I'm going to do the rest of these things real quick. Now this little top is going to be small enough I'll be able to put it in the smaller bag. So I'll show you that. This is a Leo and Nicole. This is from Stitch Fit Fix. I just can't say that. Vietnam, it's made in. It's a small. This is kind of a purple blue. And let's see what it's made of. Cotton nylon. Cotton and nylon. And rayon. Rayon. And some things I put washing instructions because this is, so you can machine wash this. So measurements go next. It's a cap sleeve, so chest I'll just put cap and then length. 16. And the length is a 24. So this will fold up to be small. So put it in a smaller poly bag. small one I use is this little one, and it is a size 9 by 12. So I do 11 by 14 and 9 by 12. Those are the bags that I use the absolute most. For huge things, I have a great big bag that I put things in. And those are usually things that have to go like in a medium flat rate box, jackets or whatever. But I put them in a poly bag first because it's much easier to slide them into a box or anything if you have these nice poly bags on them. And in case somehow the box gets wet or gets water into the box through the seams, it's always good to have your thing protected in a plastic poly bag. So that's why I do that. This is going to go down here in this bin where I have room. And this probably won't weigh very much. So it will also go in the smaller of my shipping bags. So this weighs 7 ounces, more than I thought it was going to weigh. 7 ounces. When I put these sticky notes on, even though they're the more sticky ones, if they should come off, I mean, I would have no idea what anything about this item. So I always put a piece of Scotch tape also. So, if anybody knows, I noticed on my phone, I accidentally got to the offers to buyers. And it's something that I don't usually go to. But I found it on my phone. But on my desktop, I cannot find it at all. So I have a Mac desktop, iMac. If anybody knows if it's on the desktop version of eBay and where to find it, I can do it on my phone, which is at least something. I did send some offers out yesterday when I first found it. I sent 3 offers out and I got 1 sale out of that. So that was good, encouraging. So I want to do this. I sent out a couple offers today, this morning. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to continue on until I get all these things measured so I can sit down and list this morning. This needs a little bit of sticky rolling. It's this dark navy blue, and when I took pictures of it, I got off as much as I could, but it still needs to be rolled a little bit before it goes into the bag. It's just a little lint. A few little Dexter hairs. Really sticky. When you buy sticky rollers, get the stickiest that they make. I mean, the absolute stickiest, because the other ones are useless, I think. Okay, I think that should do it. trouble getting this paper off. I'll have to do that later. I'm not going to waste your time watching me try to take that off. So let's measure this. This is a Lauren by Ralph Lauren. It's a small button front shirt. Women's. And it's dark navy blue. I wasn't sure if this was black or navy. I have trouble sometimes. I have to put it next to something I know is really black, and then it shows me that it's really dark navy blue. It's made in Thailand, and it's 100% cotton. Long sleeve. So, 19 chest. And the sleeves, 24. Okay, when I measure a shirt with the collar, the same as men's, I go from the top of the collar, the very top. Some people, I think, measure from like the nape of the neck, like below the collar. I measure from the very top of the collar to the bottom. I know on my men's dress shirts, it tells on there how I measure. But on women's, I don't think I have that on there, so maybe I better put it on all, the way I measure all things. Because it could make a whole inch difference, you know. This is going to go in a smaller bag also. I can make this pretty small. A couple more fuzzies here. Button up that top button. I've decided to do the videos that I'm recording as early as I can, because sometimes it takes forever for it to load on my computer, these videos. And then, of course, if they're real long, that's why I'm taking little cuts of turning off the camera and turning it back on again. So it's little clips. So I think it takes less time then. But sometimes if I take a video outside or wherever, it's hours before it actually goes onto my computer. I don't quite understand that. Sometimes it goes on quicker than other times. So, I don't know. Seven ounces. And this can still fit in that bin down there. So there we go. I'm going to just continue on here. This Leo and Nicole, which is another Stitch Fix brand, is a beautiful sweater. It's a large, and you could wear like a black tank top under it because it's open weave. I mean, you can see through it. But this is really a beautiful sweater. One of the sweaters, I have to confess, one of the first Leo and Nicole sweater that I had, it had that rounded bottom. There was no way that could show up. That was an important detail of that sweater. So I decided, because the sleeves, they weren't as long as I had wanted them, but they were at least below the elbow sleeve. So I decided I would model that, because that's the only way you could show the bottom cut and the sleeves and everything. So I modeled something on in my store, eBay store. So I made sure I didn't look at the camera. I sort of faced away. I was going to cut my whole head off, but it interfered with the picture too much. So I wished my whole arm was covered up, but it wasn't. So there you go. So this is another beautiful sweater by Leo and Nicole. This one's a large. I could have put a long sleeve black top on and then put it on, and also modeled this one, but I don't know, I like things bigger, much looser. This is a large, but it's not a really large, you know. So. Made in Cambodia. Before I started selling on eBay, I never realized how many places in the world clothes are manufactured or made. It's countries that I never even heard of. In fact, I looked up a couple on the map because it didn't even sound like a real country. But there it was, this tiny little island. I would call these, I don't know, they're sort of like cap sleeves or short sleeves. I'll just call them short. And I don't measure short sleeves. I just put short. And for cap, I put cap. So this is gray open weave. Really like this sweater a lot. that in a little bag because I folded it small. We'll see here. Maybe too thick. Yep, it'll fit. Good. Okay. How much does this weigh? This can also go in a little bag. 11 pounds. Not bad. Or 11 ounces. Sorry, not pounds. How much? Yeah, lots of room. Oh, not lots. Let's see, where can I put this? I hate to make another bin. I think there's room in... I took some things out of WI. Let's try that. I can always change it while I'm listing. Okay, just a couple more things. And I'll be done measuring for the day. This is this Cloud Chasers. It has a Kohl's tag on it. It's new with tags. It has the Kohl's tag on for $36. I was thinking Cloud Chasers was maybe a Anthro brand, but it isn't. This is cute. It's embroidered, sort of boho, and it's wide short sleeves and a square neck. Some of these things I'm going to put on Poshmark too. If they sell on Poshmark, I have to remember to take the card out of the bag, because this is really, even though it doesn't say eBay on it, it has about my feedback and everything on here. So I take the cards out when I send it to Poshmark, because I'm going to put a thank you card in, written thank you card in when I do my Poshmark shipping. Not that I do very much, but it's made in China. It's sort of a gauze type cotton. It has embroidery, and it's boho, and it has an elastic neck. Neck, square, short sleeve. Nobody else could ever read my writing when I scribble this on, but I'm thinking this is cotton. Oh my goodness, no. This is rayon. This is all rayon. And it can be machine washed. There. Chest is 21. Sleeves are short. And length. Yes. Now here's a conundrum. When something is this low in the back, do you measure from the back of it, or do you measure from the shoulder, the length? When the back is really low like this, I measure from the shoulder, because that's really the length of the garment. But I put on there measured from the shoulder to hem. 23, shoulder to hem. Because I don't think it would give a true measurement if you did it the other way. That is it for my measuring. If you tune in and watch this to the end, which I know this is kind of boring, but I just thought I'd put something on today. So please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like it, or a thumbs down if you don't, and please tell me why, so it helps me do my videos. So I'm going to continue on with working on eBay today, and everybody have a wonderful day. Happy Easter.